Johnson's behavior system model of nursing on diet adherence of patients with diabetes mellitus. The behavioral system model was created by Dorothy E. Johnson, a prominent figure in the field of nursing theory. According to her nursing theory, nursing is an external regulatory force that acts to preserve the organization and integration of patients' behaviors at an optimal level in circumstances where the behavior poses a threat to the physical or social health or when the illness is present. This definition defines nursing as an external regulatory force that acts to maintain the optimal organization and integration of patients' behaviors. Additionally, there are four assumptions regarding the structure and functions of each subsystem. First, it can be inferred from the form the behavior takes and the outcomes it achieves, what drive has been stimulated, or what goal is being pursued. Each person has a predisposition to act with regard to the goal in certain ways as opposed to others, which is known as a set. Each subsystem has a set of options known as its range of action. The behavior of the patient is the observable outcome produced by the intervention. There are 7 subsystems of the behavior system model. One is the attachment, and this affiliative subsystem is social inclusion, intimacy, and the formation and maintenance of a strong social bond. It may be the most important because it underpins all social institutions. It protects, promotes communication, closeness, and acceptance. Number 2 is dependence, which involves approval, consideration, acknowledgement, and physical assistance. It promotes compassion, acceptance, concentration, and physical support follow. The progression of dependence from near total dependence to independence. To survive, social group must cooperate. Number 3 is ingestive subsystems, which emphasize the significance and structure of the social events surrounding the consumption of food. No input-output system issues. Each subsystem is equipped with input-output mechanism. The ingestive subsystem controls when, how, what, how much, and under what conditions we consume food. Number 4 is the eliminative subsystem, which states that human cultures have defined different socially acceptable behaviors for excreting waste, when, why, and how. Like the ingestive subsystem, its biology is affected by social and psychological factors which may conflict with the eliminative subsystem. Number 5 is sexual subsystem which have biological and societal impact. It sustains. This response system involves gender, role identity, courtship, and mating. Number 6 is the aggressive subsystem, which defends life, territory, and when they are threatened. It defends. Respect for people and property necessitates limitation on self-defense in society. Number 7 is achievement subsystem, which promote environmental management. It manipulates its environment. It has considerable self-control. Achievement behavior encompasses creative, mechanical, social, and cognitive abilities. According to WHO, a chronic disease patients adhere to medication recommendation more than lifestyle recommendations. Medication therapy necessitates minimal patient effort, whereas lifestyle treatment is motivated by patient motivation. In this cross-sectional study, in this journal, patients with type 2 diabetes reported poor adherence to diabetic diet, indicating a need for improved nutrition education and diet care. This journal shows that regular glucose monitoring and diet adherence are partially mediated by disease acceptance. This medication effect was not observed for socio-demographic variables like gender, level of education, place of residence, and monthly income, and certain medical variables like dietitian care, treatment method, and complication. Regular blood glucose monitoring and adherence to a healthy diet are not mediated by disease acceptance. The adherence to dietary recommendation is independent of an individual disease perspective. In this journal, it shows that This study develops a sequential mixed method model to explain why type 2 diabetic patients do not adhere to their medication regimen. To explain this crucial type 2 diabetic patient behavior, both qualitative and quantitative methods were employed in this study. This framework is replicable and functional, making it a potential benchmark for enhancing the quality of type 2 diabetic medication adherence in other clinical settings.